So, I saw in the newspaper that Prince Charles is going to be coronated next year.
You mean King Charles, don't you?
Well, is he king if he hasn't been crowned yet?
Yes, he is. The coronation is just a ceremonial event, so now we don't need to wait for Unicorn's Operation Golden Orb to have a king.
Are you okay? I don't understand a word that you're saying.
Well, Unicorn is Charles's Secret Service code name, and Operation Golden Orb is the code name for King Charles's coronation.
Oh, right. It sounds like something from a James Bond film. It's going to take me a while to get used to calling Prince Charles King Charles III.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm really used to calling him Prince Charles. That's what he's been called all my life. It'll take me a while to get used to calling him King Charles. It takes me a while to get used to new things.
Yes, I noticed. It would have been even more difficult for you if he changed his name as well as his title. When he became the monarch, he had to choose to use his existing name or pick a new regnal name. One of his first decisions as king was to keep his name.
Well, I'm going to have to get used to banknotes having Charles's face on, when all my life it used to be his mom, Queen Elizabeth. I'm going to have to get used to people singing God Save the King. I'll have to get used to my passport being issued by a king and not a queen. Lots of new things to get used to. When I hear the name King Charles, I'm used to people talking about a breed of dog.
Be careful, that sounds like treasonous talk.
Don't be silly.
I'm only joking. Or am I? I saw in the news this week that some people were arrested for holding up pieces of paper with "Not My King" written on them.
Really? That's outrageous. Not everyone's a big fan then?
No. Although most people support the monarchy, Charles's succession to the throne means that people are debating the monarchy again.
I don't really know much about Charles, apart from that he and Diana divorced, and he talks to plants.
Yes, he does have an unusual reputation, but he's had quite an unusual life. He was only 9 when he became Prince of Wales. Did you know that he was the first person in his family to get a university degree?
No, I didn't know that. What did he study?
History, archaeology and anthropology. He studied at Cambridge in the 1960s. He's also a musician. While he was at Cambridge, he played in the Trinity Orchestra.
Oh, really? What did he play? He must have been quite good if he was in the orchestra.
He played the cello, but in a radio interview he said that he was quite hopeless at it.
Oh. He paints too, doesn't he? I've seen some of his watercolours. They look pretty good.
Yes, he's a keen watercolour painter. His works are often exhibited by Windsor Castle and the Royal Academy. You can even buy some of them with all the proceeds going to charity.
Exhibited at Windsor Castle? His own house? Well, I suppose he doesn't really need the cash now that he's one of the richest men in the world, does he?
Quite.